All right, let's just jump right in. We're going to talk about a model of reality that might seriously change how you see, well, pretty much everything. It's a framework that takes our basic ideas about matter, physics, and even our own purpose and flips them completely upside down.
I mean, seriously, think about it. You wake up, your heart's pounding, you can still feel the textures, hear the sounds, you feel the emotions. For a few seconds, it was totally 100% real. We've all been there, right?
But here's the kicker. What if that feeling of realness is just the most convincing part of the dream? What if this, right now, is that dream? That's the question that opens the door to the whole mind-bending idea we're exploring today.
And that idea is called the nested dream model. It's a pretty radical way of looking at things, suggesting that our entire existence isn't playing out in a physical space, but in a mental one. So here's the core concept. The universe isn't made of stuff floating around in space. Instead, everything you see, everything you touch, even you yourself, it's all part of a huge, layered, complex dream happening inside one single original mind. It completely flips the script from materialism to idealism, saying consciousness is the foundation of reality, not the other way around.
Okay, so if we're in a dream, who or what is the dreamer? And how did this whole thing even start? Well, the model has this fascinating origin story that doesn't start with a big bang, but more like a big thought.
It starts, as you can see here, with just nothing. A state of absolute, zero-dimensional emptiness. Now, with no outside to go to, its infinite potential has only one direction to move: inward. And that act of turning inward, of self-reflection, creates this kind of conceptual mirror. That internal space, that mirror, well, that's the birth of what we call space-time. It's the canvas for the dream.
Now, this is really important. This cosmic dreaming isn't some deliberate choice. It's not like some being decided to create a universe. No, it's an involuntary, automatic process. It's just what this consciousness does, as naturally and automatically as our own hearts beat. You know, for this primordial mind, there's literally no difference between just being and dreaming. To exist is to dream. If it tried to stop and just think about itself, that very thought would just pop into existence as a new layer of the dream. It's this incredible, inescapable loop.
So if our whole reality is a dream, what about the solid stuff? You know, the desk, your phone, the ground beneath you? This is where it gets really wild. According to the model, they're not stuff at all. They're thoughts.
And get this, there's a crazy clue hiding in plain sight, right in our own language. The words think and thing are actually deeply related. As you see here, the word thing didn't originally mean a physical object. It meant a concept, an idea being discussed, a thought that people were gathering around. Which leads us to this powerful idea. A thing is just a thought that has become incredibly stable and persistent. A rock is just an idea that's so consistent, so agreed upon by the dream that it feels solid to us, the other thoughts living inside it. The only real difference between a fleeting idea and a mountain? Persistence. All right, so if the world is a thought, what does that make the laws of physics? Are they just made up? Not at all. In this model, there's something much more organic, more like cosmic habits.
Think about it like this. The conventional view sees the universe as a kind of cold, mechanical clock, governed by these rigid external rules. But the nested dream model suggests something completely different, something alive. The universe isn't a machine, it's a living organism. And its laws aren't external rules, they're its internal habits. So gravity, electromagnetism, time, these aren't just cold equations forced onto reality. They're the deep-seated instincts of the dreamer. They're like the universe's autonomic reflexes, its heartbeat, its breath. They are the very grammar of its thought, structuring the dream from the inside out. So in a dream world like this, is anything more real than anything else? Well, yes, but realness isn't about being solid. It's about how stable the information is. Take a look at this table. Quarks are considered the most real because they're a foundational, highly conserved thought pattern. But as you build up to atoms, and then to complex patterns like us humans, you're in deeper, more temporary layers of the dream. We are, from this point of view, beautiful but fleeting patterns. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. If we're just temporary patterns in some cosmic dream, does any of this even matter? Does our existence mean anything?
Well, according to this model, our purpose isn't just meaningful, it's absolutely crucial for the entire cosmos.
I love this analogy. Think of all conscious life, including us, as the universe's official R&D department. Yeah, we have a very specific and very important job to do within this whole cosmic dream.
And that job is to create something called informational novelty. This isn't just random noise. We're talking about genuinely new ideas, beautiful works of art, elegant mathematical proofs, complex emotions that have never existed before. We are, essentially, idea factories for the universe. And here's where it gets truly profound. At the end of a cosmic cycle, all the new stuff we've created, all that novelty, gets gathered up, and that collection becomes the actual source code for the next universe. The quality of our art, our music, our ideas, it literally informs the physical laws of the next reality. Our creativity is a data submission for the next cosmic dream. No pressure, right? So all of this leads to a pretty stunning conclusion about our place in the cosmos, and it leaves every single one of us with a very personal and very big question.
The official name for this whole concept is fractal monism. Let's break that down. Monism, because it's all one single mind. And fractal, because that one mind is experiencing itself through an infinite variety of unique, repeating patterns and perspectives, like you and like me.
So the big takeaway here is this. We are not insignificant specks of dust floating in some random, empty void. We are essential. We are integral participants, vital expressions in the eternal mental life of the cosmos itself. And that leaves us with this final, startling thought. If every new idea we have, every creative thing we do, every moment of insight we experience helps write the code for the next reality, then what kind of universe are your thoughts right now helping to build? What are you dreaming into existence?